2019 to 2020 Lakeview Theater Handbook. But before we get into the handbook, we're your 2019 to 2020 theater officers. Hi, I'm Chloe, the theater president.
Hi, I'm Rose, the vice president.
And I'm Sarah, the historian.
I'm Savannah.
I'm Erin.
And we're on Sunshine Committee.
And I'm Sergio, the treasurer.
And I'm Christian, the secretary.
Here at LCHS Theater, we present 4 to 7 shows each season.
We have most of our auditions open for class unless it's a performance in class, and it's open to the whole community.
A parent or guardian's signature giving consent for your student to be part of a production is required. Your signature indicates that you are aware of the time and commitment it takes to be a part of a show, and that you approve for your student to participate in every rehearsal and performance.
Having a ride is not an excuse to not attend rehearsals/shows. All students need to have a ride by the end of rehearsal time and need to be picked up 15 minutes after the end of rehearsal time. If a student does not get picked up 15 minutes after the end of rehearsal time, the student will receive a strike. We understand that emergencies will arise in these occasions, so please let us know ASAP to inform us of your late arrival.
Parents, from time to time, will ask to need your help. If a volunteer sign-up sheet becomes available, do not fray away from helping sign up to participate. And if the slots are filled, there will always be a next time. And remember, parents, if you help at the box office, you get a free ticket to the show.
Here are some rehearsal expectations. Maintain a professional attitude throughout the entire show and rehearsal times. Maintain a working relationship with each member in the company to avoid creating dissension. And remember, make the show a priority in scheduling events and appointments around it.
Contribute to being a part of the creating process and being equipped to help run the show smoothly by memorizing your lines, making note of, and memorizing your blocking by the required dates, and to constantly seek out new ways to improve the show and to encourage other company members to do so.
Oh, hi! Company members are expected to know when to arrive to the shows and rehearsals, and on time. And remember, be an active participant in the rehearsal process.
Mandatory tutorials. Due to grades being an important part of UIL and theater, if you are failing any class at any time, you must attend one required tutorial, and you must get a sheet signed by your teacher confirming that you attended this tutorial. Also, these tutorials must not conflict with any of our rehearsals. Our rehearsals usually begin after tutorial times. Just like any sport, no pass, no play. If you do not attend these tutorials, you not only will be letting yourself down, but your whole company.
Four-year Thespian students are eligible for their pin cords. When you fully pay your dues and you're a fully inducted Thespian member, you will be eligible for your Thespian cord, which is blue and yellow.
Check rehearsal schedule on the call board and Google Classroom daily. In committing to the LCHS production, students are committing to uphold all rehearsal guidelines. Students must realize that any dates for activities they have currently must be submitted in a conflict list before the audition date for approval. Students must also realize that if a conflict is not approved and the student does not show up to the rehearsal or event, they will be removed from the company.
No cell phones are supposed to be allowed during rehearsal time. If you have a cell phone, make sure to turn it off and turn it into the cell phone box. If your parent has an emergency, make sure they contact the front office or the director.
This is the theater production class requirements. This is the performance and project-based class, so participation is mandatory. Understand that a device is required for this class, and there will be written assignments to enhance the academic class. Students must audition for each show, and all students have to either participate or attend each show.
Students in this class must participate in the May Cabaret. Students must also purchase and maintain a theatrical makeup kit, and students must also bring and purchase their character shoes. Students are required to attend 3 shows in Garland ISD that are not at Lakeview for the Patty Granville.
Senior directs. Each year, seniors who have participated in LCHS theater for the past 4 years are eligible to direct a short play as part of the LCHS theater season.
The students involved in the production will be provided with the costumes.
And if the student happens to perhaps lose or damage the costumes, then they'll be responsible for paying the price of replacing the costumes. We rent our costumes at times, so it's very important that students take care of them.
Show shirts will be purchased by the student, especially for UIL. Students must pay for the show shirts when they are ordered.
As an example, here's one of our former theater shirts. Students will be responsible for providing the appropriate footwear for theater use. As an example, here are some Western style boots. These would be known as character shoes.
Students will be responsible for providing undergarments. For example, underpants, support items, slips, socks, etc. for production.
Our crews work very hard to get the appropriate furniture and props for each production. So if a student happens to lose or break any prop or furniture piece, it is up to that student to replace it.
Theater 2 through 4 requirements. This is a performance and project-based class, so participation is mandatory. There will also be written work that is required to advance the academic level of this class. You are also required to have a device for this class, as well as you must attend 1 theater performance per semester at LCHS, or offer to be an usher. You also must audition for every show except UIL one-act play. Students in the class must participate in Theater 2 through 4 performances.
Strike! It's the breaking down of set, props, costumes, and cleaning up.
All students involved with the production are expected to help out with strike unless they're released early by the director.
Students should be prepared for labor. If a student leaves early without a director's permission, they won't be allowed to participate in next year's production.
It is a UIL rule that you must be passing all your classes in order to participate in plays. Now, please do not let everyone down, including yourself, by failing your classes. You must pass all your classes in order to be in plays. For more information,
Sorry. Okay. Attendance and punctuality. Due to the complicated nature of producing a show, attendance to rehearsal and school and tardiness from rehearsals and schools are critical and will be dealt with accordingly. 15 minutes early to rehearsal is to be on time. To be on time is to be late, and to be late is unacceptable. Absences from rehearsal will be excused if the director or the stage manager is notified by 8 a.m. or if it is excused from auditions or if you are out of school due to an illness.
Notify any tardiness 2 hours prior to a director. Some absences will not be excused, and plan doctor appointments around rehearsal. Tardiness will be excused for tutorials with a teacher's note.
For students who have a job, it is your responsibility to plan around rehearsals and performances. If you miss a performance, you will be removed from the company, no questions asked. If you are removed from a show, there is no guarantee you will be casted in any other show for that season. Excessive tardies or absences may result in being removed from a show, whether they are excused or not.
Cabaret.
theater production seniors, thespian officers, and house leaders are allowed to perform during our annual theater cabaret with small groups duets, or solos, all other underclassmen, students, or house leaders can be invited to perform within a senior duet or a small group.
House leaders will choreograph a small group and will perform this with the other house members. Cabaret is a combination of musical numbers and improvisational comedy. All theater production students may be invited with the director's discretion. Theater production may perform at least 3 numbers: a boys-girls dance, an opener, and a closer.
LCHS Theater has a 3-strike policy. You can get strikes from attendance and from behavior issues. A first strike will be given by your ASM, SM, or directors, and it will be a verbal warning. Second strikes, your parents will be contacted. The last strike is a strike you're out. Anyone that receives OSS or DEAP will be removed immediately.
Dear students and parents,
Please understand that we are here to make your play process as
inspirational, educational, and a positive one.
we will try to keep you as informed as possible throughout the process. But if you feel that you need more information, please feel free to contact us with any thoughts or ideas you may have.
And please don't hesitate to contact your director or your
Thespian officers!
Please stay open-minded and flexible. Make sure you leave the program better because you are in it.
Make sure you make the organization better than you arrive.